Hello everybody. In this video, we will try to understand some more interesting things about Krittika Nakshatra. So in the previous videos, we understood Krittika is like a knife, and a knife can be used for construction and also for destructive purposes. A constructive or destructive. So constructive in the way that can cut the vegetables to prepare your food, and destructive in the way that you can hurt others with the same knife. And Krittika is like a knife in the sense, in the physical plane, they can basically understand the emotional and mental functionalities of the people, and they can also show a lot of anger and hurt others. And their anger lasts for a few seconds, just like a king's anger. It's not like Mars' anger. Mars' anger lasts for a long time, but the sun's anger lasts for a few seconds, and Krittika follows no nonsense approach. They're very direct, simple, and straightforward. They're like fire. Outside they are fire, but the same fire can be utilized to prepare your food. Even though outside it shows a kind of fire, but they are very caring and nurturing, and also they are maternal. Krittika means the scissors, the knife, the sharp object, the cutter. And the 7 Krittikas, if you see, Krittika Nakshatra consists of 7 stars. These 7 stars represent the 7 celestial, the wives, the seven wives of the celestial sages, the 7 celestial sages. So they actually raised Kartikeya since his childhood, and they made him as a warrior. So training and nurturing and nourishment, these are all related to Krittika Nakshatra. So generally, teaching also comes when you talk about Krittika energy. And Krittika natives usually hide their caring, nurturing, and maternal side beneath hard exposure. The kind of hard nature they show outside is not present inside. If you observe the fire is actually dangerous and destructive, but it cooks out food, warms up on a cool day, and helps make most of the things we require for a comfortable living. If you observe sun is very hot to look at, but because of the sun only we are living. He is giving us the food. So just like sun, Krittika shows that kind of fire outside, but they are very soft and smooth inside. They have that maternal side always. And they like to support others around them through their warmth, independence, and willpower. And in some cases, this particular warmth and independence can be more than required, and thereby their nature look like overcooked food. That much of warmth and independence, that much of caring for others is not required, but they do sometimes. And they hurt others, right, because of their blunt behavior. They hurt the people around them just because of their blunt behavior. They are very blunt, they are very straightforward. But as maturity comes, they would understand how to be with others. They would not show that blunt behavior with others. They come to know the techniques in order to avoid their blunt behavior with others, but still they are blunt. And in the universal scheme of things, if you observe, this particular Krittika Nakshatra has an ability to cut, A purification is another important thing. So whenever you talk about fire, you talk about purification. And it is believed that a fire can take the person to its original creation. So, in different levels, whether it is a physical level or mental level or spiritual level, Krittika Nakshatra has the purification aspect as well. And Krittika is considered to be an active nakshatra, if you observe. So, it's very active nakshatra, you can understand, because the deity of this nakshatra is the commander-in-chief, is the general, is the war general, Lord Kartikeya. And just imagine, the general should always be active, and he is active. And so Krittika is no doubt, it's a very active nakshatra. And also the second deity is Agni, which is very active. So no matter which way one looks at Krittika, all one finds is restless activity. Whether it be in the field of leadership, nurturing, education or battle, whatever you see, the restless activity, they're very, very active. And it belongs to the priestly or Brahminical caste. And as we discussed in our other videos, Ashwini Nakshatra belongs to the Vaishya caste or the Vaishya community because of its exceptional intelligence, logical thinking, and also initiative, the way they take initiatives, right? So for any business to become a very big success, you need that initiative, taking the initiative. That's very much present in Ashwini Nakshatra. So Ashwini Nakshatra is treated as a Vaishya Nakshatra, whereas Krittika is a Brahminical Nakshatra. And one may have expected Krittika to be classified as a Kshatriya because its lord is sun and it is very, very active. It's like a Mars general, right? It's like a general. It's a Martian qualities, and also you can not completely Martian qualities, like sun's qualities, more sun's qualities. So it must be a Kshatriya because even Lord Kartikeya is a war general. How can you think a war general as a Brahminical, can belong to a Brahminical caste, right? So one may have expected Krittika, to be a Kshatriya because it's very heroic and warrior-like energy, Krittika. So the reason why seers, our sages saw this nakshatra as Brahminical is because of its intense involvement with learning, knowledge and education. So the intense involvement in learning, knowledge and education, they have this continuous burning fire for that knowledge, for that learning, right? So for that education. So that's where. So education is not just our present education, it's the burning fire, the thirst for knowledge, the thirst for improvement, the thirst for nurturing more and more, thirst for better grooming, right? So this is always present, continuously it is present in Krittika. So that burning fire for learning, knowledge and education makes it as a Brahminical nakshatra. It is naturally philosophical, artistic. It's not so much artistic, of course, but you can say it's very much philosophical and it is concerned with purity, right? A purification is very much present in Krittika. So its philosophical nature and purity, and also thirst for knowledge and learning and education is what it makes the Brahminical Nakshatra. And it is a female Nakshatra. This is another, important thing. Even though its Lord Kartikeya is a ward general, it is considered as a female Nakshatra just because of its maternal nature, the nurturing. This Krittika is nothing but the 7 Krittikas we talk about more, right? We talk about this motherly nature. So that's where it is becoming a female Nakshatra. So the 7 wives of the 7 sages. And if you observe the body parts related to this Krittika Nakshatra are hips and the crown of the head and loins are the body parts related to this Nakshatra. It is a Kapha Nakshatra, basically it's a watery Nakshatra. Its Kapha quality must arise from its relationship with Venus, a primarily Kapha planet. So the fact that Moon, that is another Kapha planet, finds maximum exaltation, that is in Krittika second pada, Moon finds its maximum exaltation, re-emphasizes that it is a Kapha Nakshatra. And Krittika is more lying in the Taurus zodiac. Taurus is related to Venus, and that's where the connection of Venus and Krittika comes into the picture. And also Moon finds its maximum or the exaltation in Krittika second pada. Moon is another Kapha planet, so this is all showing it's a Kapha Nakshatra. Its ruling deity, as Kartikeya, is supposed to have lustrous body, which is normally associated with the Kapha nature. It is related primarily to the arc covering the directions from east, southeast to south. This particular area, east direction and also the southeast, we generally say Agneya, right? So this Agneya to the south, that is Dakshina. East is, we say Purva, or somewhere it is called as Turpu, right? So it is basically the directions are east direction, and also southeast to south. This whole area is related to Krittika Nakshatra. And if you observe various padas, every nakshatra has 4 padas. Krittika first pada, of course, lies in Aries. The first pada or the first quarter of this particular nakshatra varies from 26 degrees 40 minutes of Aries to 30 degrees of Aries, and it falls in Sagittarius Navamsha, ruled by Jupiter. So here Krittika is a sun's nakshatra, and Krittika first pada is in Aries, so Mars is coming into the picture, as Mars is the lord of Aries, and then as it belongs to, the Krittika first pada belongs to Sagittarius, that is Jupiter nature. So Jupiter, Mars and Sun. So just imagine Jupiter, Mars and Sun. So the king and the minister and the war general. The energies of 3 amalgamated in Krittika first pada. So this is highly moralistic and generous and altruistic in nature. There is a daredevil element to this pada which connects it to one type of military pursuit or the other. So military pursuits are very good for Krittika first pada because it is taking the final energy of Aries, right? As it is the Krittika first pada, it is only the Krittika first pada is lying in Aries, last area. It is the explorer of the zodiac, and planets here give a lot of willpower, strength, and stamina. So sun energy, Mars energy, Jupiter energy, and Ketu also is very good here, because when Ketu is present in Krittika first pada in your Rashi chakra, it automatically goes to Sagittarius in the Navamsha chakra. So Ketu is also very much comfortable in Krittika first pada. So because Ketu likes Sagittarius sign, Ketu is very good in Sagittarius. Ketu has full potential. He gets full potential in Sagittarius. So Sun, Mars, Jupiter and Ketu are very, very strong here. And the second pada, if you observe, or the second quarter of this nakshatra varies from 0 degrees of Taurus to 3 degree 20 minutes of Taurus, and it is of course falling in the Capricorn Navamsha, where Saturn is coming with the picture here. So the Saturn, because it is in Capricorn Navamsha, and then as it is Krittika second pada, it is in the Taurus, that is Venus is coming into the picture, and Sun is the lord of Krittika. So Sun, Saturn and Venus. So this pada also has a strong sense of ethics, but its vision is more material rather than mental or spiritual. Kritika's second pada is materialistic in nature, because Venus is coming into the picture, and also it is in the Capricorn Navamsha, which is an earthy sign and very, very materialistic. So it's very materialistic, Kritika's second pada. And even its spirituality is expressed through materialistic things only. So the emphasis here is on arranging matter to create a nurturing and motherly environment. So you see everything visible in Krittika second. It's something like a Krittika second expresses everything in terms of materialism, right? Even the motherliness it expresses in terms of materialism. It's something like mother arranging all the food, arranging all the household things for the kids and all the stuff. So Krittika second is something like that. Everything expressed in terms of materialism only. And the maternal aspect of Kritika's functioning is at its peak here. Natives under a strong influence of this particular Krittika second pada get and provide sustenance when it matters the most. And moon reaches its maximum, remember, moon reaches its maximum exaltation in this pada. So Krittika second pada people, they are very much motherly. And of course Mars and Saturn also function strongly here. However, Mars placement here has more to do with receiving nourishment rather than providing it. If Mars is present, it's something like receiving the nourishment. Why Mars is very good here? Because in the Navamsha chakra, it will go to Capricorn, so where Mars is exalted, right? So Mars finds a better position here. Here, if Mars is present in Krittika second pada, it's not like they're going to be very motherly, but instead they receive a lot of motherly things, because Mars is a war general, just like Kartikeya. Kartikeya received a lot of nourishment and nurturing through the 7 celestial wives of the 7 celestial sages. And the third pada of Krittika varies from 3 degree 20 minutes of Taurus to 6 degree 40 minutes of Taurus, and falls in Aquarius Navamsha, which is ruled by Saturn again. But Aquarius is the Mula Trikona house of Saturn. It's the duty performing house of Saturn. So this is more humanitarian, because Aquarius is all about humanitarianness, the humanness and all the stuff, humanity and all the stuff, right? So it's humanitarian and altruistic, the third pada, and it combines futuristic visions and ancient knowledge on a wave of fixed principles. And the emphasis here is on 10th house significations like one's collective duty. So it's a duty performing house for Saturn. So it's more like related to duty. And of course, you may say Capricorn is the 10th house, but here Aquarius is the duty performing house for Saturn itself. So this pada promotes all types of learning and it is be called the university of the zodiac. Krittika, third pada, is something like university of the zodiac. Since, see, if you observe, no planets gets debilitated in Aquarius, right? All planets can function well here, relating to their own specific domains. That's the most important thing. Aquarius is a sign where no planet is debilitated. Even if some planet is present in Krittika, third pada, in the Navamsha chakra it is not going to be debilitated, right? Because it falls in Aquarius, and Aquarius is the duty performing house for Saturn. So anyways, they have a very good learning. They have very good university. It's a kind of university, I can say. They have very good learning. It's a kind of university. In one sentence, I can say Krittika third pada is one of the good padas in the whole zodiac. And they have some kind of vision. They have some kind of, they work on some fixed principles as well, right? So that is one humanitarian pada also. And all the 10th house significations, right? The collective duty and all of them find some expression here in the third pada. And if you observe the fourth pada, the fourth quarter of this particular nakshatra, which is varying from 6 degrees 40 minutes to 10 degrees of Taurus, it falls in Pisces Navamsha, is ruled by Jupiter, and this pada has the ability to manifest its deep sensitivity on a material plane. So it has the Krittika has a power to penetrate into the emotional and mental planes of other people and can understand the person top to bottom, and also can understand the problems, the criticalities of the person, the imperfections of the person, right? It can understand better. So that kind of deep sensitivity on a material plane, it can manifest, and it promotes group work of all types in a joyful, benevolent way. And you can also say planets here are more creative under group situations. When worked as group, they are very good. They are very, very creative. That is Krittika fourth pada. And also you can say this is a Pushkara Navamsa pada, and so all planets are capable of conferring good results here. Krittika fourth pada is a Pushkara Navamsa pada. We already made a video about Pushkara Navamsa pada in this channel. I think in other channel I made it. Of course, I will try to make a video or try to post the same video in this particular channel soon. So it's a Pushkara Navamsha pada, Krittika fourth pada. So it's capable of conferring good results. And Jupiter, Venus and Ketu can make the fullest use of the energies of this pada, because Venus finds its exaltation here, right, in the Pisces sign in the Navamsha. And Ketu, because Pisces is a sign of Homas and Agnas, and Ketu is related to spirituality, so Ketu is also comfortable in Pisces. So Jupiter, Venus and Ketu. And Venus is good here because Venus stays in the Taurus sign in the Rashi Chakra as well. And Venus finds its exaltation in the sign of Pisces in the Navamsha. And Jupiter is good here and Ketu is also good here. So Jupiter, Venus and Ketu can make the fullest use of these energies, the energies of Krittika 4, and they find the full expression here. While Mercury is a little out here because Mercury debilitates in the sign of Pisces. So when Mercury stays in Krittika 4 in the Rashi Chakra or D1, and in the D9, or we call it as Navamsha Chakra, Mercury falls in the sign of Pisces, which is the debilitation of Mercury. So Mercury is not at all, not good in Krittika 4. So this is about different padas of Krittika Nakshatra. In the upcoming videos, we'll try to talk about various interesting things about Krittika Nakshatra. Thanks for watching this video.